SportsCenter on the road is powered by Ford Escape, the unstoppable.
Oh, my love's like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Oh, my love is like the melody that's sweetly played in tune. When Robert Burns penned that in 1794, he wasn't talking about Portland or their Timbers, but their rose is in bloom, and those fans' tune is sweetly played. What an atmosphere. For the first time, SportsCenter coming to a Major League Soccer venue to bring you the sights, the sounds, the smells of the Douglas fir log. The Timbers Army, there will not be an empty seat there. It's part of the reason why we're here. Portland and their Timbers, solid as a log.
And the Portland Timbers have punished the Dynamo.
What a response from the Timbers tonight.
You want to hear what happens when America's fastest growing sport meets one of America's fastest growing cities? In a state that once thrived on this kind of timber, these Timbers have taken Portland by storm.
The Portland Timbers win MLS Cup 2015.
Portland's footballers are the reigning champs of Major League Soccer. The Rose City hasn't owned a major sports title since Dr. Jack in Big Red beat Dr. J in Chocolate Thunder. Since replacing baseball in this park, the Timbers have been a home run. Every home game since that first one 5 years ago has been sold out. The waiting list for season tickets, 12,000 names.
We're gonna let the sky up tonight.
I was born just down the block from where the chainsaw now roars after every Timbers goal. That's not weird. That's Portland.
Cheers to the good life, and I can tell that tonight's gonna be a good night.
Oh, embrace the weird. We are embracing the weird.
That's why we're here, right?
Yeah, that is why we are here. Hello, everyone. The Timbers Army, they are here every single home game. For us, this is new, a first for ESPN SportsCenter on the road at an MLS venue. I'm Diana Rossini. He is Max Bretas.
This is the venue to be at. You know, I've covered this league a long time, Diana, to see that SportsCenter is involved here. And if you haven't seen an MLS game or one here in Portland, you're going to want to book a trip here by the end of this. We're going to show you everything that goes in and around of this game. Shall I take it from here?
Yeah.
Look at this. This is going to fill out nicely. You know, Portland, they love their sports. You have not only Timbers, but you have the Trailblazers. 814 straight home games sold out from 1977 to 1995. Longest sellout streak in NBA history. Trails only the Red Sox 820-game streak in major North American sports. Timbers have sold out all 96 home games. Today would be number 97. That is since they joined Major League Soccer in 2011. Third longest streak in league history. The Portland fan group Timbers Army, powered by the 107 Independent Supporters Trust, which takes its name from Section 107 in the north end of Providence Park. We all saw Freddy Krueger last week. They come up with the unexpected. It is beautiful in all its glory. Okay, the Trailblazers became Portland's first major pro franchise in 1970, won their only NBA title in 1977 with Dr. Jack and Bill Walton. The Timbers were founded in 1975 as part of the old NASL. Do not call them an MLS expansion team. Their history is rich, and it goes way back to the 70s. They played in some minor leagues here and there, and then they finally made it through. The Portland women's soccer team, the Thorns, won their first NWSL title in 2013.
The call, you have experience in the MLS. You're the all-time leading scorer from New England still. Taylor, what is it like to play here in Portland?
I never had the opportunity, Diana, and it's one of those few things in my MLS playing career that I wish I got. But this is how I describe the environment to everyone. If you close your eyes and someone put you on an airplane, and said, we're going to fly somewhere to experience something. You get off the airplane and you open your eyes in this stadium right here, you'd have absolutely no idea you were in the United States of America. You feel like you'd be in the middle of Europe. It's got a real organic feel to this environment. It's been there in the 70s and 80s when my father played in the NASL. And Major League Soccer is a much better league because Portland Timbers, Seattle Sounders, Vancouver Whitecaps took this league from this level to a level above it.
In regular season matchups, the Galaxy have struggled when they've come here to Portland to face the Timbers. Why is that?
I think a big part of it is just it's real imposing to walk into this. You know, a big part of that part of the stadium is that huge Timbers army behind it. It's imposing. They're high up. They're looking down. It reminds me similar, smaller part of Dortmund Stadium in Germany where it's real imposing when you're looking up at that. But I also think it's credit to the Portland Timbers, in particular Caleb Porter. They've embraced this as home field advantage. It's very difficult to get home field advantage in Major League Soccer. They've done a wonderful job of making it, and the LA Galaxy they've had their struggles here.
Tyler, in a lot of different sports, we talk about a crowd and the effect that they can have. In soccer, how does a crowd affect the play on the field?
Well, a big part of it is in the 70th, 80th, 90th minute when you need that extra boost. It pushes you in that level. I'll go the other way. There's nothing better as an opposing player coming in and it's dead silent when you score a goal. Watch the reaction if Robbie Keane scores a goal today. When you come into an environment like this, score goals in a away player, that silence is deafening. All
right, Tyler, you're going to stay with us here on SportsCenter. We're going to send over to Max Bretas outside the stadium with a very special guest.
You have a big week. You played the Sounders last week. You get to play against the Portland Timber fans. I've covered Major League Soccer for 20 years. You know... I've covered the league for 20 years. You don't get this reaction for players.
You know, they are amazing. They are amazing. They are very warmly with me, and I'm very, very thankful to them.
So did you get in Argentina? Is it like this kind of atmosphere?
It's hard to do this in Argentina because you know the people is not like you know it's a little bit more dangerous than here. Sure. But they are great fans, and I really appreciate that. You know.
As an Argentino, you know, if you look at a map, you know Argentina's down here and Portland's way up here. How have you gotten to feel comfortable playing here?
I'm feeling comfy because, you know, they make that. You know, they make me feel like great, like at home. I always say that. And yeah, it is like home. And I'm really thankful about that because it's hard. You know, I'm from other country, from other place of the world, and you know, I try to give everything into the field because that's what they deserve.
Walking with Diego Valeri, we're going to take him into the stadium as he gets ready to take on the LA Galaxy. Last week against the Sounders in the Tifo, you joined the Timbers Army. You painted the star.
Yeah, they let me, you know, paint the star with my daughter. It was a great time for me, and I enjoyed. You know, I couldn't see the Tifo until the game, so yeah, I was surprised.
It came out good?
Yeah, it was amazing.
What's that relationship like with the fan? I mean, I know they're obviously crazy, but walking the streets here, everyone's a Timbers fan. A lot of cities are not, but what is that relationship between the Timbers Army and the Timbers players?
I think it is a great relationship. We used to do a lot of things together, like donations. You know, we spend time together in the community, we stand together. So I think this club is like a family.
Another Argentino just signed for the new team in Atlanta. Do you think Major League Soccer, or is Major League Soccer getting a better reputation in places like Argentina? We've seen some good Colombianos play up here. Do you think there are players that know about it and want to come and play here?
Of course, they are. You know, they are trying to, you know, to get this place, you know, to feel like I think they are feeling that this is a great place to play soccer, you know, for the country because the league is growing up a lot and quick, and the Argentinian players, the South American players, they are looking at MLS very different than before.
Now, Diego, people who don't know soccer may not know you, but you were a champion at Lanús in Argentina. So we're getting some of the best Argentinian players that could play in Europe. But you decide to come play here.
Yes, for me and for my family, it was very important to play and to, you know, we choose this league, we choose this country, and we are pleased with that. We are very happy about that decision.
So you had Seattle. Obviously, you have to get up for the Sounders next week. The LA Galaxy, the best team in Major League Soccer, 5-time champions. How exciting is it to play them? What is the team saying about this challenge?
It is very exciting. You know, these kind of games you always want to play, and it is a big game. You know, we beat Seattle last game, and now we need these 3 points because West Conference is very competitive, very tight, and at home we need the points.
Your English is very good, by the way. It's better than some would say. It's better than mine.
No, it's not. It's not. You know, I'm still thinking in Spanish. You know, you know, the translation is not the best.
Processing it very well. So you guys are playing well. They are playing well. This is a strange league because it's a long season. So how do you time that to make sure at the end you're in the mix to defend your title?
Thinking in this game, you know. Thinking in this game, you know, being focused in this game in the 90 minutes, and you know, after 90 minutes, you can think in the league.
Okay, Diego, I can't take you any further. I brought you here.
Right.
Suerte.
Appreciate it.
Okay, we'll see you. Look forward to the game.
Thank you about this.
All right, there he goes. Diego Valeri joining his teammates in preparation for the game against the Galaxy. Diana, that was a lot of fun. We'll get it back to you.
Good stuff, Max. Get back in here. Now, the Timbers' opponent, the LA Galaxy, they have arrived here at Providence Park. The Timbers Army making sure they know whose house this belongs to, hooting and hollering here. The Galaxy, though, they haven't won on their last 4 league trips to Portland. They did beat Portland, though, in the Open Cup recently. The Galaxy rolling on all cylinders, 5 straight wins in all competitions. Joining us now, Galaxy captain, leader, striker, Robbie Keane with us. Robbie, you played with the Ireland national team. You played over in Europe. In terms of atmosphere, how does it compare to here in Portland?
Well, listen, nothing beats obviously the Irish fans. You've seen the atmosphere over there was tremendous. You were doing a few of the games, and nothing beats that. But in terms of in the MLS, there's a few teams that have certainly great atmosphere, and this is definitely one of them. And with the fans behind the goal there, I always enjoy coming here, getting a bit of stick from the crowd. So that's part and parcel of the game.
Robbie, we're almost 5 years to the date since you came to Major League Soccer. You've won 3 MLS Cups. Where does 2016's version rank with those previous teams?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the players that we have, in terms of names, we're definitely up there. There's no question. But, you know, that means nothing if you don't deliver on the field. So if we don't win it this year, we're obviously going to be disappointed. I think certainly me going into every season that I'm always disappointed if we don't win the league. That's just the nature that I am, the winning mentality I have. And if we win it this year with this group of players, it'll certainly go down as probably one of the best teams that we have. But it's okay saying it, we have to do it.
Well, last year there was a disappointment. You were vocal about that in the offseason. Do you think this team has fixed those mistakes of last year?
I'd like to think so. I think we have a lot more experience. I think in certain situations in games last year, I think we struggled with lack of experience. If you look at the players that we have that we brought in, players who've played in big games and played in Europe, has already won trophies in their teams that they played for before. So it's certainly that's something that they're used to. So coming into this and in big games, like for example Seattle last year, we could have done with a couple of experienced players, and I feel like we have that now.
Robbie, for you, LA's now your home. You've got that thick, beautiful Irish accent. You still get those looks from people in LA when they hear you talk?
Yeah, I have to certainly slow my accent down a little bit. When I first came over, it was a little bit difficult, but I think I'm fairly at home now at LA, and hopefully I can stay there for a long time. I've got a few months left on my contract, so let's see what happens next year.
Colin Farrell has nothing on you. You're the king of Hollywood.
I appreciate it.
Robbie, thanks. All right, we still got lots more SportsCenter on the road. We are here for the first time before an MLS game. We'll be back after the break.
Monday morning strikes again. We are the kings of the weekend.